Video, we're going to cover top 10 tips for first-time home buyers. We're going to go through 10 tips to help you if this is your first time buying a home. Tip 1, start saving. You're going to have a down payment. Unless you are a military veteran, you are going to have a down payment to pay. Ideally, you would have 20% to pay. But if you don't have 20%, there are other programs where you can have as little as 3.5%, and you would be able to buy your home. So you are going to need savings. You're going to need to have a healthy bank account, and you're also going to have to take care of closing costs. So just be aware, those things are all there for you to cover. Tip 2, be familiar with your credit score. You got to look at your credit report regularly and make sure you're making on-time payments, that you don't have any disputes showing up on your credit report, and you don't have any collections or delinquencies. I've seen people where they have a dispute over $25. It's not worth it. Pay the $25, get that off there so you don't have any lates and you don't have any collections showing up, and then argue the case after that. The $25 is not worth destroying your credit for, trust me. Tip 3, decide how much you can afford. You need to understand your debt to income ratio, your loan to value, so how much are you going to borrow and how much are you paying down, what the maximum loan amount is that you can borrow, and what will be your payments, so your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance payment once you have that loan. So you need to understand all of those. Fortunately, we have videos that cover all of that, so you can take a look and understand those things. It's important. You're going to need to know those things to make sure that your home purchase goes as smoothly as possible. Decide where you want to buy. You've heard it before. It's location, location, location. But also consider things like HOAs and schooling and things that may be in proximity to you when you move. Get the ideal spot for yourself and figure out how much it's going to cost to purchase a property in that location. Tip 5, talk to a lender. What you need to do is to select a lender you trust. Of course, if you're in Virginia, West Virginia, or Florida, I can help you. But if not, then you need to find a lender that you trust and then get pre-approved. You want to make sure you have that pre-approval for a couple of reasons. That's going to help you to understand how much you can borrow, but it's also going to give you some credibility when you go out and put an offer in on a house. You want to make sure that people are taking you seriously. So when you put your offer in, if you have a pre-approval, that's going to have a lot of weight when it comes to the seller considering your offer. Tip 6, select a real estate agent. You want to make sure you have the right real estate agent because they're going to be an important part of you finding the right property. Of course, I can help you find a real estate agent if you're going through me, and your lender, wherever you select them, can probably help you to locate the right real estate agent. It's important that your real estate agent understands and helps you to stay within your budget. And it's important that they help you to make a needs and wants list so that you have the criteria that you're going to select your house with. Tip 7, you need to be careful with your financial health. Don't make any large purchases. Don't run any credit. You want to keep everything the same way that it is when you were pre-approved. Don't go out and refinance your car. Don't go out and buy a new car or any of those things. Just wait until you're done with your home purchase, and then you can look at other things. Tip 8, be prepared for disappointment. You may not get the first house that you find. You may put an offer in, it may be rejected. You may find that you get an inspection done and the house fails the inspection. Don't set your heart on a property until you've had all the checks and balances done so that you know that property is the right one for you. Tip 9, pay for that home inspection. It's worth it. Have a professional look at the property and make sure there are no gotchas. Home inspections are not 100% guarantee that you're not going to have any issues, but they're going to help you to get to the point where you need to be. And they'll make sure that they find any obvious situations that you may not see yourself. So let that home inspector do his job and pay for that home inspection and have that extra level of confidence that you got the right property. Tip 10, be ready to move. Don't forget, once you close, it's likely that you're going to be moving into that property and you want to be ready to move wherever you're coming from. So if you're a first-time buyer, you may be in rental accommodation, you may be living with family, be ready to move and be ready to move into that new home because you're going to make that thing happen here. Thanks for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Of course, we've got lots of videos here that are going to help you through your home purchase, help you to understand the mortgage process, and to get you to be an educated buyer so that when you go into getting a loan, you're going to understand all the details and you'll be able to make the right decisions with an informed opinion. So again, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and take a look at the rest of the videos in this playlist. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.